Hey, what's up you guys, and welcome back to MVR. We're smack down in the middle of Spooktober and Halloween is upon us. So what better way to scare ourselves silly than by trying out some good horror games? But which games are worth checking out? Today we're gonna have a look at 10 horror games available on the Quest platform that you can enjoy no matter if you're playing them or if you're observing someone else from a much safer distance. So without further ado, let's jump in. First on our list is Arizona Sunshine. One of the first full locomotion games that hit the Quest platform, this title is a golden olden. In Arizona Sunshine, you take on the role of an unnamed zombie apocalypse survivor making his way through a part of Arizona in an effort to survive. And while the plot or the gameplay are not terribly original and the graphics look a little dated by now, this game has a proven track record. Throughout the game, you attempt to find other survivors as you scavenge and shoot your way through hordes of zombies. Now while you can go at this game alone, one of its unique selling points is that you can actually play through the entire campaign together with a friend as well. Now if you have a friend available but aren't easily scared of zombies while you're armed to the teeth, then maybe you can pull off a scare by confronting them with their biggest fears. And face your fears too. Learn about the tragic history of the Harvest family as you explore their long-abandoned home. Immerse yourself into spine-tingling scenarios that unravel a tale of terror across the ages. In the first, you take on the role of a student whose sister has gone missing and all roads lead to the old Harvest estate. In the other, you take on the role of a paranormal investigator and come face to face with the evil that dwells there as you try to figure out what has happened. Do you think you can uncover the mysteries and escape the same fate that befell the others who came before you? Or will you forever lie beneath the ground like the rest of them? Speaking of lying beneath the ground, Lies Beneath is a single-player survival horror game with a heavy dose of action. You take on the persona of May, a returning college student who finds her hometown turned upside down by strange creatures. Fight to save her father and her sanity from a terrifying townsfolk and creepy creatures as you make your way through a living comic book full of frightful scenarios as you uncover the secrets of May's past. Stand your ground with a full arsenal of melee and ranged weapons and fight monsters across the menacing remnants of your hometown. Along the way, you'll need to solve puzzles and find lore objects that uncover hidden truths about what's really going on. Lies Beneath features several difficulty levels and comfort options, so you can tailor the entire experience to your preferences. Much like Arizona Sunshine, Death Horizon is relatively generic in many aspects, but through continued support and updates has managed to make itself stand out. You find yourself exploring the bowels of the Horizon Scientific Research Laboratory, where something has gone terribly wrong. Throughout the entire game, you make your way around the halls, which are strewn with bodies and rubble, while a shadowy figure gives you directions over a loudspeaker. The shambling corpses that stand in between you and salvation are often not a huge threat in and of themselves, but if they manage to gang up on you, then you might find yourself in trouble. One of the cool variations in gameplay that you will find here are the climbing sections where you can hold on to ledges with one hand while shooting with the other hand at the zombies down below. Just like Arizona Sunshine, Death Horizon can be played cooperatively with a friend, so if you're cooped up together for Halloween anyway, this would be a pretty good way to spend the time. Dreadhalls takes place in a sprawling underground dungeon, where you are armed only with a feeble lantern that casts a small amount of light onto your surroundings. Run and hide as you try to escape from these vast mazes by collecting bloody eyeballs, the unsettling replacement for a set of keys. Your only friend on this dreadful quest is a map that automatically draws in the corridors and dead ends to make sure you know in which direction to run as you cower in fear of the monsters lurking in the halls. While the graphics look a little dated, even for Quest, you will probably pay little attention to it as most of your vision is obscured by darkness. The true hero of this show is the sound design, which makes sure that the unsettling feelings of helplessness and fear are maximized as you carefully sneak your way through the shadows. If you have one of those friends that claims horror doesn't affect them, then this game is sure to teach them at least some humility. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted VR brings the classic PC game to Quest headsets, bringing with it all the nerve-wracking animatronic horror made famous by the ridiculously popular survival horror game. The Quest version features the traditional gameplay scenes from all the previous Freddy games, completely rebuilt from the ground up for VR. This terrifying VR rendition also mixes up the original Five Nights at Freddy's formula with a variety of heart-pounding mini-games designed specifically for the VR format. Perform live maintenance on animatronics and vents as you try to avoid mistakes which risk ending your life at the hands of a colorful mechanical beast. If you're a fan of jump scare style horror or had fun with the original PC game, then be sure to check this out for some additional layers of fear. If you're a fan of the Walking Dead series, then this game will be right up your alley. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners lets you face all the horrors that the living and the dead can offer in this new VR adventure. Travel through the ruins of a walker-infested New Orleans as you fight, sneak, scavenge, and survive each day, unraveling a city-wide mystery within the iconic quarters. Encounter desperate factions and lone survivors who could be friend or foe. Whether you help others or take what you want by force, every choice you make has consequences. Be careful what you do though, since any kind of noise is sure to draw attention. Now that I've drawn your attention, let's segue into The Exorcist Legion. Based on the same universe as the movie by the same name, The Exorcist Legion is quite possible the scariest game in VR right now. The Exorcist Legion delivers 5 unique stories and features a variety of demonic entities, exorcism tools, hidden artifacts, and atmospheric locations. If you feel up to the challenge, you can delve deep into the heart of the supernatural as you learn the trade of demonic exorcism and uncover secrets leading towards a final confrontation with your darkest, most hidden fears. Are you brave enough? Speaking of bravery, if you feel a little short on that, then perhaps some doggy companionship will help you out. The developers Bluebird Team and Lionsgate say they're bringing a special edition of the Blair Witch to the Oculus Quest this month in time for Halloween. The VR version is slated to include a new control system and mechanics for your companion dog, such as petting and fetching gestures. In Blair Witch, a child's gone missing in the woods. Your protagonist Ellis has joined the search party with his dog Bullet in an attempt to find the lost child, but soon realizes that they're lost themselves. The game features an array of clever puzzle mechanics and interactions with your dog, and should take around 6 hours to complete. If you are a fan of the original movie, or just like horror games in general, then be sure to keep an eye out for this one. So that's my list of terrifying horror games that you can play this Spooktober. Let me know how you guys plan to spend your Halloween this year in the comments down below. Also, let me know if you found this list useful by smashing that like button, and as always, I will see you guys next time.